So this is going to be a little series about how I have become accustomed to filtering and the things you need to pay particular attention to when filtering to try and keep yourself safe, especially in London. So here I'm just edging out slowly. I know what the corner's like already, so now I'm just filtering. As you can tell, my speed is relatively low, so it's about 15 miles an hour. I could attack this road at 30 miles an hour, but again, what's the point? So I've just come back in. I'm allowing the bus to go. Now, as you can tell, there's going to be a little gap where I can still squeeze through, so I could have continued filtering. But again, what is the point of risking that? So here I just slow down. As you can tell, a gap I can probably filter through again, but it's not worth the risk. So I see there's a white car pulling out in front of me, so I'm just going to continue to be steady on the throttle. And I'm just going to cut in here. I'm saying thank you. Don't need to, but I'm saying thank you. And I'll continue filtering. So here I know there's a junction, but the junction's closed off, so none of the cars will come through. So I'm just traveling up, filtering. I know there's a junction, but I'm using the car as protection from the junction. And now I'm just sliding in, and I'm going to slide right back out to continue filtering. I realized there's something in the road there, so I slowed my speed right down. They moved for me, so I said thank you, edging out again. And look at my speed, like 20 miles an hour. I don't really go past 25 if I'm filtering. But for me, if cars are traveling at 25 miles or higher, there's no need to filter, because I'll have to go at least another 10 miles really to make a difference. And by then it's too quick. So here, I know what the road is like, so I'm just checking my blind spot and I'm creeping out slowly. So before I used to stay stuck in all of this traffic, but I'm just looking out slowly. Am I safe to go? Is the road clear? Yes, it is. And now I'm gone. Right, when I first started riding a motorcycle, I would be behind that queue, but look at all these cars I'm now skipping past. All of these potential hazards that can come up in the future. So I'm just sliding in here because I can't see around the corner as well. So once I can see again clearly, I'll come in, notice the car's coming. Now I can probably still filter. Look at that. The gap is still there, but what is the point in taking those risks? So I'm just checking my blind spot, edging out, and just filtering. I can see it's clear. And then I see a car's coming, so then I pull in. Again, I could have probably filtered another car or two in front, but there's no point in taking that risk. So I'm just waiting now, patiently waiting for the next opportunity to filter. So now I'm edging out, slowly. I'm waiting for the van to pass to make sure it wasn't going to come down my way and then come in. So now I'm going to pull in because I see cars coming. It's not a problem at all. And then I pull in again to the car in front. Now, I didn't want to go too far in front of this car because I would be above the white line and then I won't be able to see the traffic lights as clearly. However, I suddenly became jealous. Listen to this sound. Oh, that first car, I think it's an MTO, probably 7 or 9. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments down below. But listen, made me a little bit jealous. I need to get my exhaust changed. But, so continuing filtering. So I'm checking my blind spot, checking the mirrors, pulling out, boom. Now filtering. As you can tell, I'm still staying at about 25 miles an hour max to accelerate past, but ideally I'm filtering at 15 miles to 20 miles. So here I know the white car was there, so I saw that a while back, so I slowed my speed down. I slowed it down, giving him the opportunity. If he pulled out, because I'm traveling at a slow speed, I had more than enough time to brake or accelerate out of there or swerve. And that's what it's about when you're going through junctions. Don't filter through a junction unless you know it's absolutely safe. It's your judgment call at the end of the day. But because I know these roads well, so there we go. So just filtering through here now. So there we go. See, I'm at 25 miles. I'm just doing this instinctively. So now, this is the bit that annoyed me. I don't know why I got so close to this truck. But as you can tell, my position is to the right-hand side. So it wouldn't cause too much issues if I had to swerve. So just filtering through, just filtering. I'm seeing some open lane patterns. So again, check out Dan the Fireman and you'll understand exactly what an open lane pattern is. So I'm checking my blind spots. I'm thinking, okay, what's going to put me at risk now? This van can possibly come across and squash me between this truck. I'm now thinking, where's my other risk now? My risk is this white van can suddenly come across and hit me. I'm now thinking, what's the other risk that's going to happen? Okay, I could get squashed, but because the truck's not moving, chances are slow, but not likely. And I'm now filtering. This car can come across. There's open lane patterns. Look, so I'm there rev bombing to let him know I'm there. Open lane pattern again, the white car or this car. And now look, the white car's coming across. I don't panic. You don't see me swerve. I don't change my speed. I don't change my position because I anticipated that that white car could come across. So therefore I already knew what they were doing. It wasn't a surprise. And that's what I'm trying to get at. When you're filtering or even riding in general, one of the best things I've heard is always think everyone is drunk on the road. They're trying to kill you on the road. And if they were to make a mistake, how would you avoid it? And that's the biggest tip I can give you. So right now this truck can suddenly come across. All I'll have to do is swerve a bit to the right. This car, open lane pattern, that orange car can typically come across, cause me issues. This truck can come across and cause me issues. This van can suddenly come across and cause me issues. And that's what I'm constantly thinking about. So I'm always ready in case it was to happen. So right now, rev bombing, because here we go, rev bombing, just to make sure cars know I am around. So I'm filtering. And I'm just going to stop. Could probably get through, but I'm going to stop because there's no point. Now I realise that cars on the left are going a lot quicker than the ones on the right. So I'm now coming across. I'm going to come across. I'm just waiting for my right spot. Check my blind spot. Keep an eye on the mirrors. Could have reduced speed a lot quicker there, but I now come across. What could happen? That blue car can suddenly, or black car, whatever colour it is, can suddenly come across, bam, hit me. So I'm just, it's all about anticipating what could happen. So here, my confidence in filtering is a lot higher. So now I'm filtering and filtering. I think this is where I make the mistake, filtering when both cars are moving. There. Absolutely stupid, and I'll make sure I don't make that mistake again. But I still done it safely and at a slow speed. So I'm filtering. What could possibly happen here? That truck can come across and squash me. So I'm waiting. Gap, I'll take it. Now, what's the risk? These cars on the right can suddenly just come across on the left. But I know my left is open and I've got the hard shoulder that I can use to escape and change my position on the road. So now I'm traveling. The blue car can suddenly come across, but I've got that. Filtering through. This truck can suddenly come across. So I'm aware of the truck. Even though it's not in my lane, I'm still aware of the truck. So now I'm just going to slide across. I'm waiting for the right opportunity. Open lane pattern. I'm realizing that. So my speed is slow. I know cars will possibly want to come from the left to the right because everyone's trying to allow the other cars to come in. So just riding across. Set my visor. So open lane patterns. So all these cars that are maneuvering, they're not really causing me any concern because I'm realizing ahead of time that this is a possibility. So now I'm slowing down. As soon as that car's gone, then I'll filter. I realized that blue car was indicating from day one. It still hasn't come across, which is fine. So I'm going, and I'm filtering across. Filtering. I accelerate just to get out of that position that I was in. Open lane patterns, suddenly close. Open lane pattern there with the red car. Open lane pattern with the white car. Open lane pattern again. And it's constantly just assessing the risk.